can you do it? What's up, Final Boss? Dude, I watch your clips a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It's a guilty pleasure.
Level up in the dab. That's what it's all about, baby.
So I might have to hang up. I should have talked quicker. Why was she in your chat? I thought you're the enemy.
She's always been in here.
Yeah, she's
Why did you
get out?
was
Try.
to Mersh? Why did you fuck
Why do
your
you think
best
she's
friend's girlfriend?
Oh, he's not my best friend. First of all, not my best friend. Second of all, I was in love with her. She broke my walls down, and I thought it was real.
So how long did it take for you to break up with her?
Well, here's the thing. So May 12th was a big day. That's when I got her number. We had already been kind of flirting for a few weeks.
Right.
So then she breaks up with him about 10 days later. I fly out after that. Now, everything's great until I fly out. The first half of the week's great. Then I left her, and it makes, on paper, I seem like an asshole. But every red flag showed up that could have showed up in that week. And I had to protect myself and her, ultimately. It's not easy. I had real feelings for her. Quadfather knows. I was trying to big league Quadfather and Pot Awful. Her name's Brixton, defending her honor against Legions. And then I found out the Legions might be right, but also she thinks they're right, which means everything. She believes them, so she is what they say.
But what does that say about your vetting? Like, why not have a vetting process if you're gonna like backstab your friend? Like,
great point. Great point. No, you're a genius. Vetting, I thought I did. Because literally, like with Mersh, he had 10 years with nobody, and then she got in him. With me,
9 years. Come on.
It's not much better. With me, it was 6 years, like 6 or 7 years. So I was not looking for this, and I was actively avoiding. That's what I say by breaking down walls. She's good at this. She knew how to break through his walls and mine, and he still believes it. I still believe it. We're still under some sort of spell, so she's good at it.
They're known for their strength.
You are having a little bit of a skipping issue. I'm not sure if it's your
it's like a loose
audio
wire
or
I'm sorry, I'm streaming as well. I don't know if that's hurting as well. I just saw you guys were on, so.
Okay.
It could be a bandwidth issue.
We'll deal with it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so do you think that the bros before hoes code was broken by you? Like typically, or did you even consider him in that kind of a realm where you would give a fuck?
I guess it was, but again, it wasn't like he would say stuff like, I bet he thinks he did me a favor. And I never felt I did him a favor. I felt I did her a favor. Because, again, it wasn't about him. I thought our connection was so real, and I believe she felt it as well. It was overwhelming, intense, and it was, like, very quick, very fast. And he wasn't in my mind. So, like, when I'm doing stuff like posting a Switch 2 box, right, on Twitter, which was a big thing, that was more me replying to all my mentions than him directly. Yeah, there might be a level of fuck Mersh, I don't care, or I don't care about Mersh, but it's mostly like, hey, henchman, look where I am. And
so his assessment of your friendship is not the way you saw your friendship?
I don't think he even saw it that way. Like, so our friendship was, I did a show in 2007. He showed up in like 2008, 9 in the chat. He was a chat room person. Then 7 years go by. We reconnect in like 2018, 19. And then we met once 4 years later. So we knew of each other. But to say friends, maybe we were friends starting in 2022 when we met for the first time. Even then, he was a dickhead. And he met Gino, my co-host, and he was an asshole to him too. So it becomes a point where I don't know if you even thought you were our friend, or maybe you treat all your friends this way, but I never thought we were that big of friends. And the second he video called me with his girlfriend in November, I immediately thought that girl's amazing. I like her. I don't care about him. Ends like within a week. She orchestrated that call to begin with. She had interest in me. It was almost like he was a vehicle for us. But then I dumped her, so now they're the vehicle.
Did you use Nick Rekieta as a vehicle to get a hold of her? Very much in the same.
I thought you were going to ask me if you used a condom.
Well, I used her as a vehicle to buy a Nick Rekieta shirt. It says single, no. Taken, no. Mentally dating Nick Rekieta, yes. So this is a shirt about my life, and I had to spend $40 on it. It's a little humiliating, but I'll have it forever.
Would you
It's nice to
consider
have a
yourself
reminder.
a cuck? Because we all pretty much make fun of Mersh for like
Oh, yeah.
taking sloppy seconds immediately or whatever. So you're cool with that, then? Obviously,
I'm
You don't give a
I'm
fuck.
worse. I'm a self-cuck. Like, I got into it, got out of it, and still, even though I knew it was the right call, I still spent the month crying. I'm a cuck. I'm a self-cuck. I made the hard decision, the right one, but it was still hard, and I'm a big faggot. So yeah, I'm a cuck.
So when you took his bitch away from him, you pretty much you already didn't give a fuck about him in the first place anyway, right? So you were saving her from a situation.
No, I was doing her the favor, not him. I do say that, but at the same time, I appreciated Mersh. He was always nice, but I never thought it was genuine. Like when he would talk about Scampoli, like I hear people talk about it now. They're like Pod Awful or anyone, Ethan, or everyone I've talked to has said, you were friends with Mersh, or I thought you were a homo. So it seemed to not help me. But while it was happening, I thought like, oh, this is really cool of him, because no one on the internet supports us. In the wrestling world, we're scum. The wrestlers hate us. The fans hate us. We're on block lists. So Mersh was the one guy online being sweet. And I did appreciate that. And I still do. But the way he's handled the last month has been the opposite, and it's kind of undoing the goodwill.
Well, you did
Kevin,
you know what
Kevin,
I
you-
mean? Like,
That seems pretty
Yeah.
normal. I would say Mersh has a parasocial relationship with you.
yes, thank you. That's where I was going
Thank
exactly.
you
The
for saying that.
parasocial.
When I was
So
with
well
her,
put.
her and I made fun of him for that word. When we would say parasocial, it was in his voice, parasocial. Now she does that
Parasocial,
video
I
and she says the word, he says the word over and over. His audience has been lied to for a month. God forbid they care about the host they listen to. These are personal shows we do. It's not parasocial. And then he uses that word on them. That is fucked up. By the way, J-Mo, it's good to see you. I've been in read-only mode on Twitter, but I still
I know, right? Yeah, the day after you added me on my new thing, yeah.
Wait, yes, but it's good to see your tweets even in read-only mode.
Did she say
We
anything
were-
about? Did she say anything about their sexual relationship or like his cock?
Yeah.
What did she
Well,
say?
a lot of stuff she said was like, I'm a pillow princess. As far as cock goes, she would say he wants me to initiate, but I don't want to. As far as cock goes, very repeatedly I would hear that's so deep. And she would, Mr. Big Dick was my nickname before we met because of an image. And so I feel like, and I'm Italian, but it's bigger than a cordless phone in 2002. It's okay. But I just feel like her history doesn't have many Italians or many reasonable penises. It's a big dick, yes, but it's not Mr. Big Dick, and it's not something to say is so deep. Although some of the positions I chose were impromptu and deep.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
No doubt Mersh has a smaller. I have no doubt.
I mean, she was all in the Tampa rap scene. White rap, I think mostly, but I do believe she dabbled in, some actual rappers.
She
did
likes
tell me-
chocolate. She likes chocolate, Kevin.
I heard this. I was laying on the bed and she told me she fucked a black guy or something. And she was telling me about it. And I just sat there straight faced and I just said, a lot of people would frown on this. So I didn't want to laugh or act like it was okay. I just made it clear. Many people like me don't think that's funny or okay. So yeah, we hold that against her. But I think I was bigger than him too.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that disagreement we were having earlier. They're kind of like J-Mo is trying to pile on to icedancer in this, and to me, I was kind of saying, I think this is about how Mersh is like a fucking a cuck bitch. Where do you sit on that?
I
Both for
shouldn't
the
be
record.
defending her as much as I am after all this. I guess because I left myself, but I still kind of feel like they were already talking before I got on the plane. They would have been together. Anyways, having said all that, Mersh is definitely the worst of the situation to take her back, especially with the details. And I haven't shared photos or audio. There's that one joke photo of her legs on me. I think I was inside her during that, but that's not the point. We were laughing at that photo. We thought it was hilarious.
Did you send had you sent her a dick pic before you guys ever made any
Well,
plans of visiting each other?
So Mr. Big Dick came because, and I wasn't, the only photos I asked from her were stomach. because we had Passover. You guys know this, where she went to Mersh's one more time, and she was already sending me some pictures I didn't request that were nice, and I was complimentary. But I was like,
her
let
pussy?
me see no.
Okay.
I said, let me see your tummy. That was
of
my
all
run
things
request.
on that.
Now, but
What's wrong with you?
after building
Dude,
my
you need
archive
help.
a little bit, I finally replied with one. It was like a bug eyes, because we love that. You see that angle of the eyes, and it happened to have my perfect hairy body underneath, and I wasn't even hard, right? And she reacted with 8 pictures of her face going, what, whoa, like different reaction faces. And she said, you're so hard. I said, no, I'm not hard. And that's where Mr. Big Dick came from, and it was deep. So look, maybe I'm just used to it because I do a better show. So if the wrestling show is better than yours, maybe suck your own fucking dick. How about that? Like I can.
Yeah, Quad. Suck your own dick, faggot.
Quad, you can do
What
it.
do you have any do you got any insight to what the relationship they have at this moment might be? A little bit.
That has been my obsession until a couple weeks ago. I wanted to know the dynamic because I understood they were back together, but I thought, because her complaint with the relationship before was she felt he was indebted to her just for talking to her, for being with her. He made her work, like go through Nick Rekieta. He ignored her for a while. So there was this sense of like, I'm just lucky to be here, and he acts that way. Now, as far as now, though, think about this, though. So now they keep saying we're not back together. We're trying. Mersh says he's going to church, and Mersh says she's doing stuff too. They're working on it. Now she's more indebted than ever. She had to shower him with apology and love, and it's way worse than it ever was. I was wondering if maybe it was opposite. Maybe he came crawling back. No, he's been guilt tripping her on the show. Parasocially, knowing she's hearing it, like acting heartbroken, getting donations, talking shit. He gets her back. It's all manipulative. It's all power. She is indebted more than ever, and she's trapped.
Do you think Mersh is gay?
Yeah.
Why does she go on the cruise? What in the fuck? What is she thinking? Why would she?
You know what's weird? You know what's weird about this? People knew on June 10th she was gonna go. Crystal, the Clipper, posted a clip, icedancer back on cruise. There's nothing in the video that says it, but that's the inner circle. They knew then, because June 10th, they were already talking. They're already together. They fucked on the 13th on her period. I don't know about before that, but I know they were talking since the 1st. The inner circle knew she was back on that cruise weeks ago. I knew 2 weeks ago. So everyone else found out yesterday, like with Quad.
Like a couple days before the cruise, he was saying like, "Oh yeah, now I don't have that. I don't have anybody going with me."
It was going to be her,
but
like
obviously it ended up being her. But
so
yeah,
Scamp, like you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Quad.
No, I was just gonna say like, what the hell? What do you think that looks like? Mersh with her in the cabin with him for 5 days, not leaving the room. What is that? Like, is she like a house cat that doesn't leave the room when you take her somewhere?
Oh, you're gone.
Totally
your audio's not working.
Your audio's gone.
Yeah.
While you're
Sorry
fixing
about that.
think
Sorry,
about
I
this-
made a change. I
describe
thought
the
it would
smell.
help.
What do you
Okay.
think?
So you
What
can
do
hear me
the
now.
smell was.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
we good now? Okay.
Yeah,
Basically, it was Chris Benoit after killing the family. What were those days? What was happening in that room? Because first of all, honestly, I did tell her like, this is gay as fuck. I'm sorry, JMO, you're gonna hate me, but I did say, congrats, be happy or whatever. So, but how can you be in that room knowing what happened? They've hung out before. I get it. I guess the shrooms, they hide behind the chocolate shrooms. He keeps talking about these drugs they take and fuck. But if it's just you two in that room and what? She's putting on Karmic X. She's putting on Penny in the Dork or whatever. How do you not?
She's
go,
putting on
wait,
BYB.
Yeah, how do you not go, he sent you a selfie from my toilet, or he fucked your ass, or what's that video? It's just, how do you forgive, accept, and it's not Jesus. Jesus Christ isn't making you strong enough to be this cucked. There's some damage in you where you feel like this is the only person that you can let in again. And
Yeah,
that's
this is
the
it.
scary part.
Yeah,
So
he feels like this is it.
If I could just piggyback on that, So like you've seen how these clips of him talking about it and the way that everyone's kind of analyzing it. For you, like, what advice, like, or how would you advise him to handle this if he doesn't want to look like a faggot?
I think he might even do this. I saw all he can do is really bad stuff. Maybe he won't. So this is tough. I'm sorry, I sound idiot. So he's going to church. He's trying to be.
Pat's coming. Pat's coming.
He's going to church. He's trying to be good. But the only thing he can do to save himself is be evil. You have to match the evil with evil or leave it alone. If you're going back to it, you must destroy it yourself in front of everyone. Parasocially, be a hero and do what this girl deserves. He won't do that. She'll do it to him again. It'll happen again. The question is, are you going to let it happen to you, or are you going to fuck her and destroy her like the Mersh we all thought we knew? Mersh isn't who we thought he was, and he's showing it. And by the way, we only know because all these secrets come out because his friends say something they shouldn't, or his enemies, me, say something they shouldn't. We force his hands to tell the truth. The audience needs to pay attention to this and just stop listening to him. But if he wants to save the audience, he needs to destroy her in a way that is so fucking evil he can't sleep over it for a while. He needs to feel terrible about what he does because I'm sure he loves her, but that love needs to be pushed to the side for yourself and for your people. You know,
he needs to be like an Arab dad. He needs to be like an Arab dad and do a mercy killing, not so much a killing in Roblox or whatever, but like in theory, you know.
Let's say that let's say they get back together and like 2 months passes, and then she sends you a titty pic. Would you fly her in and fuck her?
I'll fly her in for sure. If she calls me, I'll fly her in. That's what I told my roommate. I said, look, just so you know, Brixton's probably going to be back here by Christmas, so just be ready. No, it doesn't. I might have to take her on a cruise. Now, I don't know when this expires.
Not a cruise. Those are garbage.
Maybe another ex can call me first, and then I'll say never. Yeah, I just need. I might need a prostitute, but anything to not become Mersh. But I feel like if she texted me now, I'd be Mersh right now.
Okay.
Yeah, chop your dick off before you do that. Just
yeah, I know. I understand. I it's not like I haven't been in situations like that before too. So you know,
you got cucked.
It's not good. It's
really?
not good.
Yeah, it's not good. You're
not
her type.
No,
dude.
no, but
watch your ass.
But well, maybe yeah. My wife did cheat on me when she left, so yeah, that would be it. But like for that time, there was a time period in between me getting over it that like if she would have called me, I would have been like, all right, yeah, come on back, you know. But not that's like Jay was saying before, sometimes you need a friend to slap that shit out of you. You know, like you need to talk to somebody and
Sperg, I think you're on the wrong mic. I think your headphone mics and you're done.
I would have been laying in bed tonight, not doing a show, being depressed. But then I saw this. And on look, a younger me would have been devastated. I would have cried. I'll be honest with you. I haven't cried once. Somebody said, just go be a housewife and get off the internet.
I'm not buying that.
This is icedancer talking about Scampoli. I'm going to have babies, bro. I'm so happy. And I'm not embarrassed of my boyfriend. I'm a shitty person, I know. But I feel like a person again. Icedancer is dead. Brixton, smiley face. And my hot, strong boyfriend.
Yeah. So there it is. I mean, that's basically what we're getting at. And yeah, what Kevin, who just showed up, was the hot boyfriend. Ooh, boy. But so he was saying that too. He was referencing that icedancer is gone and Brixton is here. Like, I don't really understand that whole thing because it's kind of nonsense.
She's reborn.
But it sounds like something an autist would say. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like somebody on the spectrum would say something.
Is it before or after she sets her dumb fucking beanie baby on the table? Like, what are we doing? Everything about her is disgusting. I'm sorry, but it just skeeves me out.
Of course, she's gross. Yeah, for sure. Ugh. But yeah, Mersh. I mean, part of his shame thing, like we were all just talking about, the shame kink, is literally this bitch said she's embarrassed by him. Like, she wasn't able to like take him to meet her parents.
That
She
really does
says that.
take it to another level. It's one thing like if someone cheats on you, but if she just cheats on you with someone and then says that they're embarrassed by you, like you can't try to get back together.
No, like that's what Mersh fucked up.
That's
right?
the worst thing. Like it's
When you told the guy you're now fucking behind your current boyfriend's back that you're so embarrassed by him you can't go home and show him to your family, that's fucking crazy.
That's it. It's over.
Dude, just cut all your internet cables, throw your phone.
Well, how
in
do
the
you go from
toilet.
that? But how do you go from that to inviting this same person on a cruise with you to be stuck in a cabin for 5 days? And that was no stabbing cabin. You know what I mean?
But that goes to the other thing, though. It's just like this is what's so hard about this. It's like if imagine being him, it's like he might be smart. Like he might know that he's a loser and that it's despite her saying she's embarrassed by him, it's still better than him just being alone in that basement for the rest of his life.
Let's all pray for Abba.
Well, but that's facts. No.
They're not even in the Dabbleverse. They're
Chaos control.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final Boss. That's right, Final Boss. I love Final Boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Dave, where are you, David?